Welcome everyone. I'm Jacob Monica, and this is Morris Versum. Today we'll be taking a closer look at some of the lyrics from the album It Comes in Waves by the Acacia Strain. The Acacia Strain is a band from Massachusetts that formed back in 2001. Personally, the Acacia Strain has been one of my favorite heavy bands since I first listened to them back in 2006. The vocalist, Vincent Bennett, is the only remaining original member of the band, and his lyrics have always been very interesting to me, and a large reason why they remained my number one heavy band. It Comes in Waves is their 9th studio album release and came out the day after Christmas 2019. It was something that the band knew was different from their usual releases. Vincent himself considers it an EP. The album was meant to be listened to as one long track. As Vincent recalls in his December 26th interview with Decibel Magazine's Emily Bellino, we're considering it one song. I guess when it was written, it was split up, but it was always meant to be one song. We took the 7 parts and we named them 7 different things so it would make a sentence. It's meant to be listened to all at once, not track by track. When asked if the record was a concept album, he replied, "Absolutely. The main concept is that humans have believed in deities and gods and angels and demons and all of these otherworldly, infallible beings since the beginning of humanity. They all, throughout cultures, throughout time, throughout everything, they all have commonalities. They all have this feeling of leadership, of manipulation, and humans always follow whatever these deities say. And they're known to be all-knowing, all-powerful, and like I said before, infallible. The concept of this album is although all these cultures have different gods, what if it's the same gods that have been, throughout history, manipulating and shaping humanity?" In the track Only, he ends with what feels like a chantable breakdown with the lyrics that convey a hopelessness and bleakness. These lyrics evoke a deep sense of isolation. The imagery of being frozen and floating suggests a feeling of being suspended in time, caught between states of existence and complete oblivion. It conveys a haunting sense of loss and disconnection, as if the speaker is drifting away from reality and from others. So, I am not religious, but I believe that these lyrics carry a lot of biblical references. The phrase, "the pearl becomes the swine," echoes a biblical proverb from Matthew 7:6, warning against sharing sacred wisdom with those unprepared to appreciate it. This suggests a critique of how valuable truths can be squandered or misused. The phrase, "tower has fallen," I believe harkens back to the parable in the Bible's book of Genesis, referencing the Tower of Babel. The story states that after the deluge, a united human race with a single language migrates to Shinar, modern day's Lower Mesopotamia. They decide to build a tower that reaches the heavens in an attempt to show themselves equal to God. God notices the people's power and pride and confuses their language so they can no longer understand each other. This prevents them from working together, and the city is never completed. This supports the concept Vincent is asserting that the gods just want to toy with humanity to keep themselves busy, and that there is truly nothing any of us could do about their seemingly random machinations. These lyrics evoke a profound sense of dread and existential reflection. The imagery of an open tomb serves as a powerful metaphor for susceptibility, suggesting that what lies within is not only physical decay, but also the psychological burdens of failure and worthlessness. The phrase "will retreat in fear of what is inside" encapsulates the human tendency to avoid confronting uncomfortable truths about oneself. This notion of fear underscores a collective apprehension towards failure, amplifying feelings of inadequacy and the social pressure to meet certain standards of worth. The imagery of being in the doorway suggests a liminal space between the known and the unknown, emphasizing a transitional state where the future is uncertain and fraught with peril. The repetition of "tomorrow brings new plague" highlights a cyclical nature of suffering, indicating that despite the presence of divine beings or forces, they do nothing to intervene or alleviate human anguish. This notion aligns with the idea of indifferent gods who observe the human condition without concern for individual well-being. The mention of creatures from beyond reality, introducing ecstasy, further complicates the relationship between humanity and the divine. It suggests the allure of transcendent experiences that may offer temporary relief or pleasure, but ultimately do not address the core issues of existence. Overall, These lyrics convey a somber recognition of suffering in a universe that, while populated with divine figures, remains largely unresponsive to human plight. As we wrap up this lyrical essay of It Comes in Waves by the Acacia strain, it's clear that Vincent Bennett's lyrics plunge us into a complex and unsettling reflection on the nature of existence, divinity, and the human condition. The imagery and themes highlight a profound sense of disconnection and the eerie indifference of the gods we've created. The album invites listeners to confront uncomfortable truths about our reality, pushing us to question the very foundations of belief, identity, and purpose. In a world where tomorrow brings new plagues, it's crucial to find meaning in our shared experiences and perhaps recognize that, even amidst despair, there is a community that grapples with these heavy questions together. Thank you for joining me on this journey through It Comes in Waves. Until next time.